And the NASDAQ had an incredible run of being above its 200-day moving average. Coming out of the post-COVID lows in 2020, the NASDAQ composite did not come down under its 200-day until January of 22. So that is a very long period of time for it to not have a retest, right? And that's because it was in this really strong uptrend. The bears are definitely cheering right now because today is the day that the Dow Jones Industrial Average has come down under its 200-day. And barring a rally into the bell, it looks like we're going to close under that level. Last time we really did that was in March of 2023, where we had several days bouncing around down underneath that 200-day moving average before something, before the market rallied a little bit. And we've had a bunch of retests already. So just going back to November of 2022, you have periods of time, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is going to be the 5th period of time where we have been at or below the 200-day moving average on the Dow Jones. Part of that, and I alluded to this in my intro, kind of that it also matters the slope of this line, right? The 200-day. So when the 200-day starts to level off and go sideways, it tells you that the market has been chopping within a narrow range for a while. Because if you think about it, if you're you're right where you were 200 days ago, you haven't really been moving anywhere, right? You're just going sideways. And that's one of the basics that you can use the 200-day to figure out is, are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend? Or is this market range bound? So when you see a 200-day that's virtually unchanged, you're range bound, right? But you don't need technical analysis to look at this chart and say, oh yeah, the Dow is just kind of chopping around between these 3,000 levels, these 3,000 points. The Russell chart is going to be the most depressing of all of them, based on the 200-day, right? And how long it's really. I mean, it spent most of 2022 and a good chunk of 2023, below that 200-day moving average. There's really only been, about a month or 2 months in the start of the year that we were above that 200-day. And then from about June till recently, and the rest of it has just been just downside action. But this is more, where the floor is in the Russell is 1,700 and below, right? But